We're live. What's up, Start a Hair Extension Business Group, YouTube, Hair Business Blueprint. It's your hair business's best friend, Mikey. And today, we're going to do some website reviews. Hope you guys are excited about this. I had Cheryl Williams reach out to me, and she's like, Mikey, I need my website reviewed. I need to get to that next level. We got you. We have some other comments here in our Facebook group. I'll make sure if you're watching this on YouTube or you see this on YouTube, I have a link to that Facebook group in the description. If you're in the Facebook group, you know, it's me and you. We got this. We're killing it in the hair game. There's a hair flying over here. I tried to do this earlier from my office, and it's just not the same. The way I have it set up at my place here is pretty good. I think the quality looks a little bit better here. So let's take a look here. We're going to jump right in. If you're watching this live, feel free to leave a comment with your website, and I'm going to try to give it a nice little review. I try to spend about 2 minutes on the review. So let's say 2 minutes. Sorry, my cat's acting a little crazy. About 2 minutes. I'm going to just go through it. Not trying to be nice. I'm just trying to give you some good information, some good tips, and hopefully you can make these changes and take your business to the next level. Usually it's Margaritas with Mikey. It's still a little early. I usually don't do lives this early, but I'm feeling a little tired today, so I don't know if I'll last till later. So I'm just having a little unsweet iced tea with you. Pretty good, pretty good. Kroger here in Atlanta, they have iced tea in the gallon. It's actually really good tea. So I'm a huge tea drinker, and yes, I drink unsweet tea. I'm from Maryland, where they don't, I guess they drink sweet tea now, but when, I grew up there, they didn't. This is Lord Butler. He's here to say hello. That's Lord Butler right there. He's always interested in what's going on. So let's see. Let's get this thing started. I already have the website, the first website up. Cheryl, this is your website here. Let's just jump right into it. First things first, the logo. Got to fix the logo. I can barely see it. I guess that says hair extensions there. Let's just get rid of this big circle. I honestly think if you got rid of the big circle, the black background, pretty much everything, and you just had the cursive right there, that's number one. And this is the first thing people are going to see. So, really, really important. This text here, it's a little difficult to read. I would maybe try to pick a different font that's not so cursive. You don't really want cursive fonts for here. Cursive is something to kind of stand out. Like this maybe is not bad in the cursive, but you definitely don't want the cursive kind of italic look right there. So let's, I'd probably go ahead and change that. The site here on desktop, it looks pretty good. Traditionally, you might want to do, see if you can do 4 across. And then on mobile, it'll optimize already. Bundles, you might want to put a little bit more information here, like best-selling bundles on sale, something like that, because I see you have them on sale. The view all is good. A great photo here. This photo looks great. So that looks good. Shop wigs now. Let's see here. You got your policies and everything. This is looking pretty good. You got your links to your social down here. I mean, this is off to a pretty good start. I mean, it's pretty basic, but it looks good. I would rather see an image like this kind of up here, but you're going to have to get a wider image than this, but not bad. You might want to, actually, that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go take a look at, say, your wigs page. You got that, bundles, body wave. Let's see here. What you probably want to do is rearrange your variants. Try to rearrange these because right now your variant is showing 24-inch, $79.99. It might scare people. You generally want to have it set to the lowest variant where the price is lower, so it's a little bit less of a shock. Go ahead and update your description too. There's a lot of descriptions on here, and what I usually recommend doing is maybe doing like 5 a day, and then in a month you pretty much be done with most of your products. So that would be really good. Our story, I like this, but you need to add a photo or video here. This is going to be crucial, Cheryl. You got to add the video here. It'll allow people to connect with you better, see you a little bit better. They want to see your story, but they also want to see you. So that's really, really, really important here. But other than that, and same thing, you want to get rid of this text, the font. It's much better if you're going to have more of a standard font, and then kind of like if there was a quote or something, use this kind of font and you'll be much better off. I would say do these basic changes and you're going to be much better off right away. The rest of it is building it out. I don't really see a blog or anything. You got to add a blog. I know people don't want to write anymore, but it's still really important. But I think you're off to a good start. You could probably build out your homepage a little bit more once you get some blog posts. You could have some blog posts at the bottom and some other information, but you're off to a good start. So let me see if I can get another website here. Just 1 second. All right. Okay, let's do another one. Moving over. Okay, the Beat Boxx ATL. So it's a pretty cool looking logo. Yeah, different. Let's see here. So the homepage, this part right here, honestly, is not real inviting. It might look okay on mobile, but you generally want a little bit bigger, probably a little bit bigger photo here. Let's see, shop collections. See this, when you hit shop collections, you almost feel like you're on the same homepage. You guys see that? So when you click that, you're basically at the same page. So you probably want to do something like this, where you have, if you're at the home page, maybe make these like have a bigger image here, similar to what you're doing here. I would almost move this up and then make these smaller. That you should be able to choose how many images and how many products you have in a row. I would have probably like 4 in a row. This might look good on mobile, and honestly 80 to 90% of your visitors are probably going to be on mobile. But if someone gets back on desktop, a lot of times what happens also is people will look on their mobile phone and find what they want, and then they hop on their desktop at work and place the order. So you don't want to turn them off when they get to the desktop at work. Let's see this menu here. I usually like when these menus are expanded a little bit. You might want to, instead of just having to click shop and have this, because you don't have that many products, you might want to go ahead and just add this instead of just shop. Just make each of these as a category, so you don't have to click that to get anywhere. You might end up being a little bit better off there. Let's see here. So lace frontals, but not bad. So if you only have one frontal, so this is the thing, right? So just so you guys know, the less clicks, the better. So you want to be able to, if you're on a home page, you want to get to the product in as few clicks as possible. The more clicks, the less conversions, okay? The goal is to get people to buy, obviously, right? So you probably want to do this, click that, maybe have a direct link. So straight. So this is not bad. This takes some time. Oh my God, doing the variations and stuff. But you know, this looks okay. Let's see, body weight. Let's see what happens if I choose straight. Yep. Okay. So that all changes. Looks okay. The color here, it's maybe a little bit too much, trying to do too much with color. So your text here, I always recommend keeping your text like a dark black or dark gray at least. I wouldn't do much more than that. You might also want to do some related products or something else right underneath here, because this is kind of just like a dead end page, and nobody likes a dead end page. Let's see. So you have your contact us. Okay, you got the email, looks good. You got your Instagram. I don't see an about page. You got to have an about page. Really important. Cats are going crazy over here. So yeah, that's your 2 minutes. Let me grab someone else. I hope that helps. Okay, we got one more here. Let's check this out. Brich Extensions. Hey, Brich Extensions. You have a password on. Oh, I see. She gave me the password. Let me enter the that password didn't work. Oh, never mind. Hey, Miss Richardson, your password, I can't get it to work. I'm sorry, I tried it a couple times. Oh, no, I got it to work. Never mind. Let me move this over here. Okay, so up next, Brich Extensions. This is off to a decent start. This looks actually pretty good. If you haven't done a photo shoot and you don't have models, you can do something like this where it's more of like a graphic image. Your logo here at the top, though, definitely needs work. Like this little part here, I have no idea what that says. And even on mobile, it's going to be smaller, so no one's going to know. You want to make sure that you don't go too crazy with all the colors with the text. I would try to keep those black. So what happens is when you have most of it like a white background, which is great, and a lot of this black, when you have other things that have a color, it kind of pops. So this would pop out more, but now it just it's too matchy-matchy. But the layout of the front looks pretty good, how you've laid this out. Not bad at all. Yeah, if you have this, you probably have 3 blog posts. So try to get 2 more blog posts right away. And that way it'll help fill out the page, look a lot better. You got the email, that looks good. Let's make sure you install the Facebook pixel on your website. I know you said you're still building this out, so this isn't live yet, guys. This is a first look. Catalog. You probably want to get rid of this catalog link just because it goes to generic, like wherever. You want to have it just more specific like this. The bundle deals is perfect. And you can always arrange these as well to what you think is going to be most popular. I usually say keep the Brazilian body wave. That's going to be your best selling bundle. Keep that #1 as the first thing people see just to make it easy for them. This all looks good though. Yeah, I would probably keep this black though. That text black, a lot of this black. It's going to look a lot better. See, the last website we were on, you didn't have the image or the additional products down here, so it's kind of a dead end. So maybe someone goes to body wave and they're like, well, I'm not sure about body wave. Ooh, look at this kinky straight, right? So then they start looking at the kinky straight. I would go ahead and try to update some of your descriptions and such like that. Make sure you add a contact page, a about page, extras, and yeah, I think you're off to a pretty good start here. Let's see. Let me grab another one. 1 second. That's not it. Spelling this right? S-E-K-A-N. Here we go. Up next. This was hard for me to spell. I don't know where you came up with this. This just was tough for me to spell. Be careful with spelling with the domain names. Keep it real simple. Like sometimes you say it and it sounds really cute and really nice, but when someone has to spell it, like me, and I can't remember 2 seconds. I'm like a goldfish sometimes. It makes it hard. One thing that you want to get away from is you don't want to. This is something like 10 to 12 years ago. This was actually something really popular. A lot of people did, is where you have this homepage is like a landing page, and then you have to click like welcome, and it probably is going to take me in. What you want to do is, well, this thing's got music. I would get rid of that because this looks good. Like this part looks way better. I would definitely get rid of the music because you can hear it in the background, but I wouldn't want music playing on a website. Like if you go to Apple, to look at an iPhone, they don't play music unless you're playing like a video. If you're going to Target, they don't play any music. Don't play any music. I'm just giving you some advice. Keep it much more simple. Be like these big companies. There's a reason why they're so successful. Be like them. This text is kind of going over. I mean, this is actually, the site looks really good. The images, kind of everything else looks really nice here. But this part over here, I'm sure you guys can see that. That's just kind of like over the text. The color scheme looks really nice. This is actually a really pretty site. It's not trying to like do too much. Let's see. This text, I would maybe, just to be picky, I would maybe make either this color, like a light gray, opposed to that pink, something like that. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. So let's take a look here at the about. I would also, you could almost get rid of people usually know that the logo is kind of like a link to the about page. You could almost get rid of the little home button here, take the about and move it over here. You usually want in the services, unless like you do services real heavy, I would move it over here. If you're really trying to sell on here, you probably want hair collections first, bundle specials, the edge tamer, and then these other things kind of back here. So it's kind of, we read from left to right. So we want to make sure that, the stuff that you really want to push is on the left. So, you have the about. This logo, you could probably make that a lot smaller. That's one of my things that I always see is, the logos are too big. You got a lot of text here, which is good. But the problem is if you see this on a mobile phone, it's going to be kind of real blocky of text. So let me give you a little recommendation. Space it out. Usually no more than 2 to 3 sentences per paragraph. You're going to space this out. And I promise you, if you actually look at this on a mobile phone like this, space it out, and then look at it, you're going to be like, wow, this is so much easier to read. I'm telling you, that's going to make a huge difference in people actually reading your about page, which it looks like you spent some time writing. So that's, really, really important. Contact page looks great. Except for, look, you can't have it at Gmail. Go to G Suites, get yourself a professional email. You've come this far. You're looking good here, but you can't have the Gmail. When I order at Target, it's not, your Target order at gmail.com. You don't want that. So make sure that you get a professional email. That's really, really important. Let's see here. I mean, the rest of this looks pretty good. Same thing, you're going to want to break this up. This is kind of a lot of information right here. You probably want to break this text up a little bit. Try to get some additional photos, maybe a video, something like that. But honestly, overall, pretty good looking site. With a few tweaks, I think you'll be looking way, 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 way better. Let's see here. Let me grab another one of these sites. See, it doesn't allow me to copy paste it. Let's see here. Hair Co. Let's check you out. Oh, wait, that one has a password. Oh, I got the password right here. Okay, we're going to take a look at Diva Hair Co. Let me pull this one up. Okay, Diva Hair Co. Diva Lashes. This looks pretty good. Diva Hair use cookies. Got it. Okay. If you have the cookie reminder, you probably want that on the bottom. I don't know if you guys just realized that. Like I was looking at the navigation, how to get around on the site, but I couldn't even find the navigation because I had that banner right there. Move that to the bottom, and I think that'll be way, way better for you. I like what you did with this, probably in like Canva, something like that. That actually turned out really well. Good job with that. This all looks pretty good. New products coming soon. Let's see, hair, Diva Hair makes sense. Yeah, so see how she has this either her or like a customer, that's actually really good to have that additional image so people can have an idea of what it's going to look like. They can kind of do the zoom. That looks really good. I like how you switch to the buttons here. This looks really nice. You have Sezzle installed, which is good. Yeah, so that looks nice. Mink lashes. You got nice custom boxes there. What you want to do, this is a mistake I see sometimes people making. So see, the size of this image is different than the size of this image, is different than the size of this image. So when you're doing this, you have to make sure that you have all your images the same size, so everything lines up. See how all this lines up properly? It's because these images are probably the same size. Really, really important. Otherwise, you're going to have just kind of a weird experience. Your logo, I don't know, it seems a little bit faded out. I don't know what happened there with your logo, but I would work on getting that not faded out. That would be pretty good, but overall not bad. I would just do some of those updates. You gotta, if someone goes to your about page, there's no way they're gonna buy from you. You gotta have more than that. And then you never have to add the LLC. Like, people don't really care what kind of business structure you are. You can just say, you know, Diva Hair Company is a mother-daughter beauty brand, but then maybe have a picture of the mother and daughter, or a little bit of video, or maybe the daughter speaking in the video, something really cute that someone's going to remember. You know, it's pretty easy to do that kind of stuff nowadays. So I think you're off to a pretty good start, but definitely get that figure out why your logo is so faded. You probably want something that pops a little bit more, but you know, I think you're off to a good start here. So let me grab another site. We shall keep this going for a minute. Okay. Okay, here's another one. So this is another one here. You definitely want to make this logo smaller. This thing is just way, way, way too big. And it has these like a starburst coming through it. I'd probably remove the starburst and just keep it clean. If you want it like this, that's fine. You could crop it, because see this right here, this is the size of this. I would crop it right here, right at the bottom here, right on the sides, and make it much, much smaller. I just got rid of that. See, yeah, because it's taking up, actually it's all this. So part of the problem is it really should be your logo about this big-ish right here. And then you have all this. So basically, if someone comes here, you know, it's pushing it all down. See all this blank space right here? I don't know why you have all this blank space. Let me see if it's this image or something. Get rid of all this blank space, because that's pushing it down. So basically, if you have, see how far everything's pushed down here, guys? This is something really important for all your pages. You don't, this is called below the fold. The fold is where your browser ends, okay? So basically, we need to squish this logo. That would put that there, okay? Because you want this content for people to see. But if you didn't have all this blank space here, that's another, let me just do it like by hand. You might be closer to like right here. You'd probably have, you could easily have everything in really about there. And look, you can see all of this. You can see this photo here. See this, you can hit shop extensions. You see some glitter and other things down here. So you're going to be like, hey, what's this? Right? And make you want to scroll down a little bit more. So think about that. You know, these images with the black background, it's just like, it's a little bit too much. And then if you scroll over this, I don't know, something weird's going on here. But the images, it would look maybe better with like a white background. That looks fine. This looks good. Yeah, I think this is the biggest problem right there. You get that fixed, I promise you, that's going to help you out a lot. There you go. You have an image, but you don't want an image in your car, because, you know, people like to buy from people that, you know, professional. It's just like, it's not a bad photo. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad photo at all, but have something maybe, I usually tell people to use portrait mode, like do portrait mode with a photo and have like something, a cool background, have it blurred out, whether it's the city or something. Even if it's a plain wall, you can do that. Like kind of like you can see with me with the background, we have it set up specially to have like a pretty cool background, you know, with it's kind of faded out. Makes me maybe look a little bit cooler. And that's the point. Maybe you guys will watch a little bit longer. So work on that. I mean, it's a nice photo, just not really for right here. See, it looks like you have this sequence background. just don't get too close. When you guys always take these photos, I always see it like everyone's just right against the wall. Step away from the wall. Let the wall breathe a little bit. You don't need to be up on the wall when you're taking these photos. Just step away from the wall. Have a little bit of distance. It's going to be okay. I promise you. You know, but like this actually looks really good. I really like this font that you're using. Fonts are really important, guys. This is a really nice font. You got a FAQ. Okay, FAQ. Let's see. See, with this, with the pink text, you'd probably rather have this text as white instead of pink. It's too matchy here. You know, you want this to be white. You know, something like this, if you like that color, you want it to kind of pop. And see, once again, see with this logo, all the space, this, it's all the way down here. So work on the logo, the about, let's see, contact. Yeah, see this logo is huge again. You really do not want your logo here. When people are going to the contact page, what do they want to do? They want to get in touch with you. They honestly, I know you love your logo and everyone loves their logo, but people don't go to the contact page to see somebody's logo, to have to scroll down. Just get rid of the logo right here. See, if you got rid of this logo, this whole thing would probably be right about there. And I wouldn't have to scroll down to contact you. And I would like you better. And then also get rid of the email. If you could actually move this underneath here, that might be easier because a lot of people don't like to use the email. Like I never use email. I would always use a form because I'm usually on my phone or something. I got to copy, paste it because when I click it, the email programs I use, it's not native in the computer. So I don't use like Apple's email program. So, you know, try to focus on getting the form there most. So let's see. I think that's 2 minutes there. Let's see if I have any more here. Hold on just a second. Let me get this set up. It's way easier to do it this way, I see. Getting used to my new setup here. See, this one sounds familiar. I think I've reviewed this one before. Let me see. No, maybe not. Okay, let's take a look, guys. Queen Royalty Hair. Okay. This would honestly look so much better if you just had the background kind of white or something. Like it looks, this is kind of a cool color, but it's too much of that color. I would get rid of the contact off of here, get the email set up, Facebook, Instagram. This is fine. You might want to see if you can put the icons there. I mean, this looks okay. So what you're doing here, but it's just like too much purple. The colors is just maybe a little bit too much. You have a video here. This logo is kind of hard to see. Like if you have just this logo, if I just came here and didn't see this, I wouldn't know what it's saying. I would probably get rid of all this text and make your logo look a little bit bigger and cleaner. I would almost get rid of the crown, even though I know you probably love the crown, but you could use the crown as icons, different places. Just have Queen Royalty hair and like the little, I can't really see if that's like hair strands flowing or hairstyle flowing, something like that would be fine. Build out your menu a little bit more here. Frontal closures. You can move some of this out. See how small this is? You got a lot of, this is prime real estate right here, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Prime real estate. You need to get using that. So make sure that you take some of the more and just move it over. Some of this can be like, about us, FAQs, or, you know, this stuff can be under more, but the products, and I would break up your frontals and closures. I'd have frontals and closures. But other than that, I mean, I think you're headed in the right direction. We all know it's a lot of work here. To see you got to have this matching, you know, this is all glitter. I don't know if I like the glitter background. Like, would Amazon have a glitter background? Would Target? Would Apple? Would Mac? Probably not. The glitter backgrounds are good for, like this photo is good for, probably if I had it like for a marketing image or as an extra image, something like that. It's good for that. So yeah, so that's fine. You could also make sure that you have like one selection already selected. There's a lot of white space here. I don't know why you have all this white space here. You know, you got some work to do. See, this white looks a lot better like this, where it's all white in the background and you have the black and then this here instead of just like so much in one page. Let's see. Let's just check out your FAQ real quick. This actually looks pretty good. So that looks good, but see, then it blends into your footer. You might want to just keep it white, like a white background here, just so it's more consistent. I think you would like it. It would look a little bit better. Okay, so we have a photo here. Same thing. I would break up this text. I'm telling you, this is like a little trick. Break up the text. You just go in there and hit enter, 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 enter. Because look at this on a mobile phone. Like even now, that's just such a big block of text. You're probably not going to, someone's not going to spend the time reading that. If you're talking about any products too, make sure you can put a link in here as well. Let's get a blog going. Let's get your Facebook pixels not installed. So let's get that going. You know, you're off to a good start, but you definitely have a little bit of ways to go. So it's going to take a little bit of time. I know it's a lot of work. Look, website's never done, guys. If you think like, oh, my website's finished, you're wrong. It's never actually finished. I promise you, it's never ending. That's just how it is. You have to, as long as you know that and you can accept that, then you'll be okay. So think about that. Let's go get over to another website here. Let's see here. Mankato Hair. Okay, let me pull this one up. See what we got. All right, so same thing. If you're doing the logos, right, it's okay to have a slogan, a tagline with your logo. That's totally fine. But when you're doing it like this and it's so small, and see what happens is you need to crop this logo as well. If you crop this logo right here, see all this white space and this white space? This white space is being pushed here because you haven't cropped your logo. Crop the logo, get rid of an elite hair experience. I think there's even text underneath here. I can't really see. Yeah, this is hair extensions, I think. Get rid of that, clean it up. Your logo is going to look much better because no one can read that, I promise you. You know, this looks okay. This looks fine, but if you're going to do something like this, make sure you're looking at it on desktop. Fill it out with all 6. This looks good. This, you want to get rid of this. So this looks like it's one of those, like it's some sort of image or something that you just have here, like more details available here. Well, you're already here, so you don't really need this text here. So get rid of that text, and I think that would help. Connect with us, Facebook at, on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook at, oh, okay. It almost looks like that's an email, like you're emailing something. So be careful with that. It would probably be better if you just made these links, like follow us on Instagram, link out to your Instagram. Make sure you make it link into a new tab, and then Facebook, link into a new tab. And I think that would really, really help you out. Let's see. I think this is probably your Instagram feed, but it's not showing up. Let me do a little refresh, see if that makes any difference. No. See, so definitely check this out, because honestly, anybody that comes here and they scroll down and say, oh, okay, this is looking pretty. Yep, looks good, looking good. All right. And then they get to this and like, wait a second. They're going to go away real quick. I promise you. Let's see. Contact us. Same thing. See that logo? Let me see if I can highlight it here. It's not letting me highlight it. Crop the logo, move this up. You honestly, I don't know why you even have your logo here. This is a common problem I see day in, day out. People love huge logos. They want their logo to be on the website this big, and they're so focused on people seeing their logo, they don't see the products. Get over your logo. Like, I'm just being honest with you. You need someone to be honest with you, okay? Get over it. Put it on a shirt, you know, where it has, you know, an elite hair experience. having the taglines and stuff are great when you're printing on a shirt, maybe on a hat, on a banner, but on a website, it's too small, right? And then having two logos, people just want to contact you, but you have the logo, it's pushed down, you know, stuff like that. So if you just got rid of that, your contact page honestly would be fine. Or if you really want, you on some, depending on the theme, you can take your logo and also put it in the footer. So that's something you might want to consider if you want to have that logo, but just get the logo. I mean, it's actually a really nice logo. I would just get it cleaned up. I would almost, I would almost get rid of the M, what is that, a MKH? I don't know. I would almost just have this text here because it actually looks really good. So good job with that. That looks good. Same thing, utilize this top part here, okay? This is like, this is some hefty real estate right here. So you want to utilize this area as much as possible. The FAQ, the policy, the contact us, that can all be under one tab. So you have, get the search out of there. It should be, the first thing should be probably what you're going to sell the most is maybe some of your collections, and then say wigs, closures, frontals, and then the other links there, and you're going to be much better off. I promise you. You do those few things, you're going to see if you're not getting sales now. Make sure you install the Facebook pixel as well. If you're not getting sales, that's, you know, these are little things that people are going to come to the website. It's going to turn them off. Yes, I'm being really picky, but someone's got to be picky because you're going to ask your friends, and your friends are going to be like, "Oh my God, you have the coolest website. It's so nice." You know, blah, 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 but it's not going to help you. Let's see here. Got another website. The hair extensions. I would get rid of the extensions, and it's kind of like a light brush mark. I would get rid of that. Are you a VIP? Ooh. Now, this is good. I like the call to action for SMS. SMS is fantastic. The problem with this, well, not problem, it does get expensive, but that's okay. This is good, but what are you offering them? Why would I put in my phone number here? You know, so enter phone number, say, are you a VIP? This looks good. Latest tips and tricks for the hair products first, and maybe $10 off your order, first order, 10% off, 5% off, just something. Give them something. Okay, so we're on the home page here. Where's my order? More. You probably want something maybe here if it's more. The where's my order so big right here is not something you would see on a website. So it almost makes it seem like a lot of people come to your website looking for their order because they're not getting it or something. I would probably honestly remove that. I honestly, you know what I would do? I would rather have this here. This actually looks pretty good. Moved up here. And then this, I think this is some sort of slider. I'm not 100% sure. I'd move that down. This looks better. Hair bundles, these are a little large. I don't think you need it this big. It usually gives you the option. Do you want like 2, 3, 4 across, like how many rows, and then how many across? I would stick to 3 to 4. I think you're going to look a lot better. It's just a little large, and it's going to honestly look about the same on mobile. So that would help you out a lot because you have to scroll down a lot right here just to see 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. You know, you're scrolling down a lot just to see that. So I would do that. More about us. Let's see what happens. More about us. This looks okay. This nice photos. Let's see. I don't know what's going on here. This is kind of like a weird slider. Like you're trying to click on it, but it doesn't really do anything. I don't know. I would probably remove that. It's going to confuse people. This is smart to have this down here. Space out the text some here. Let's see. 25 millimeter. So you have no products here. 100% people are gone if they go there. Same thing. I would make this probably 4 across. See, this looks good. You have to add to cart, blah, blah, blah. Inventory. Yeah, this looks good. You have this here. You got a phone number. If you can add the phone number, people like phone number. They can trust if there's a phone number. That adds a lot of trust. Contact. Honestly, basic contact page, it works. You know, you don't need too much on your contact page. Overall, I think it's pretty good. I would clean up the logo a little bit and you know, maybe work on this header. I mean, the navigation menu at the top. It's just a little bit much, especially if you go over here. Hold on, let me do that again. Where's my order? Oh, okay, now it works. Okay. Anyways, okay, let's see if I can get another one in here because I'm getting tired, guys. We got a lot going on. Let's see. Goddess Crown Collection.com. Oh, that didn't work. Sorry, I'm spelling this right. Goddess Crown Collection.com. That's not coming up, Regina. I can't get your site to load. Right. So let's see if I have any other questions or anything going on. If you guys have any questions, let's see, work on my logo. Yes, work on your logo, please. Thank you for watching. You know, the goal of these videos is really, my goal is to really help you guys out. You know, it's just important that you continue to grow your business. Remember that this is never done. You know, really, really important. Let's see. Yes, I was a couple minutes late. Sorry about that. Just got your site made. I'm watching today. I'm telling you, watching these is so important, guys, because you're going to get little tips. You're going to get little tips that are going to go a long way because you start looking at your site and you're like, yeah, that is interesting. More sugar, the better. No sugar. Okay. No sugar. Let's see. Where did you say you get the professional email? Honestly, I like G Suites. We use Zoho for some, and I think just Zoho and G Suites. G Suites to me, because it's just basically Gmail and you're paying for a professional email. It works really, really well for us. I would just say I would do that. I would just go to G Suites. I don't know how much it costs now. It used to be free. Then it was like $5, and it was $6. Now it's like around $10. Google's getting us, guys. I'm telling you what, Google's getting us. But look, while I'm here, brought one of these home. You guys can see that the new private label extensions box there. I'm going to do something about the label on the back here. I want something different. These are just the boxes, and then you can see here, you like this, you open that up, and you have the lashes there. I think that looks pretty good. I know a lot of people are excited about the boxes. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have about 19 different types of paper for these boxes. So I have 19 boxes coming. Actually, I have 1,900 boxes because I have to get 100 of each. Just so if you want to order like an individual box because you're not sure, like you want to feel the material and everything else before you custom print it. Because if you custom print these, I think I had to custom print at least 500. These fit all our lashes except for the 25 millimeter. The 25 millimeters, it's because they're so, you know, those 25 mils are like that. They don't fit in a regular case. They're bigger. So you need a bigger box, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Look, that's the life of having a beauty brand. But these boxes, let you take another look at that. I mean, that is just, these came in. I didn't think they were coming in today. I was so excited. Yeah, I love these things. But this is going to be an option on private label wholesale probably in the next week or so. I want to get the box options to give you guys options. I know you can just be like, oh, you know, just give me black, but black doesn't work for everybody. Sometimes you want some different kind of colors and other stuff, and everyone likes a little options. So let's get these options down. But yeah, So that's it, guys. I've been going for about 45 minutes. I hope you got some great information here. And, you know, I'll be back and do these more often. I try to do them about weekly or so. We got another wholesale day coming up in about 2 weeks. It's going to be different this time. Of course, we got our event, I believe August 2nd. It's not confirmed yet, but I believe August 2nd. I'm trying to get it confirmed by tomorrow. Hopefully you guys can make some plans. And I might go live in the morning. So look for me in the morning, guys. But other than that, have a great night, and let's get working on our hair businesses. Take care.